The 2018 Heisman Trophy is awarded to Kyler Murray of Oklahoma University.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to America's Mart here in Atlanta. First day on the road ahead of Super Bowl 53. This crowd is ready for Kyler Murray, everybody. Trophy winner in the house. So good to have you with us, Kyler.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it.
What's up? What's up, man? What's up?
Any big decisions on your mind? Anything you're struggling with?
Yeah, a little bit, but it's kind of quick.
I want to say something to the national audience and to everybody in the building because not only is Kyler Murray here, but Pops is here with him. Pops don't play. I want to apologize. I thought he was about 5'8". I was wrong. I was wrong.
No,
he's taller than 5'8".
Yeah, I'm glad you got that on record.
I want to start. So, about 2 weeks ago, you declared for the NFL draft. Obviously, good problems to have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Baseball, football, both. Tell me why football specifically. I know you can still play baseball, but why football would be the right choice for you?
You're putting me on the spot. I
Got this.
I think for me, there's no wrong decision. Whether I go play baseball or football, they're both something that I love, and at the end of the day, I feel like that's all that matters to me. I'm going to be happy, whichever sport I pick, I'm going to be happy. So, to me, that's most important.
Let me ask you this question. Just for the record, you're a Heisman Trophy winner. You threw for over 4,300 yards. You threw 42 touchdowns. You ran for over 1,000 yards on this season, averaging about 10 carries a game. So we know what you bring to the table talent-wise. But if you listen to NFL folks, particularly when it comes to quarterback, which is what you would be in the National Football League, they say you got to be all in, no matter what, to play that position. Yeah. If you have questions as to whether or not you're going to commit to the NFL solely right now, as opposed to playing that or baseball or doing both, why should somebody take you, for example, with the first overall pick or a very, very high NFL draft pick? Why should they do that?
Yeah, that's a good question. But, for me, I understand. Whichever one I pick, I'm going 100% full on, going to attack it, no looking back. And I know that. I've done both my whole life. But, at the end of the day, I know, playing both, which is something I would love to do, is pretty unlikely. So, whichever one I pick, I'm going in.
How soon is it going to be before you make this decision?
I think, enjoying this time here, Super Bowl, and then when I get back, probably pretty quick.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Would you ever consider playing both?
Of course, yeah.
Like really consider it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, damn it, let me be clear. How good are you at baseball? I don't know. I really don't know because I haven't, forgive me, but I haven't watched college baseball. Yeah, it's not my thing. How good are you? And what would you be in Major League Baseball?
A lot of people growing up, would say I was raw just because, when I played multiple sports, so I didn't get as many reps as, all the kids that just play baseball year round. So, every time I step on the field, I feel like I'm the best player on the field. That's just, the confidence I have in myself. So, whether it's football or baseball. So,
what about and I've said this on several occasions, if you get drafted by the NFL, you're on an NFL team, and you're playing in the NFL next year. If you go play baseball, there's the minor leagues. You're playing in Trenton, New Jersey, and God knows where else. Okay, before you even get to the major leagues, how much is that going to factor into your decision to play one sport or the other?
Fortunate for me, my dad's been a part of it. My uncle's been a part of it, but I don't think it's gonna factor in a lot. It is definitely a thing you have to think about. Weighing the pros and cons or whatever. But for me, I know that's the process. And at the same time, I don't know how many kids are just ready to go play in the big leagues anyway. So that'll give me time to develop what I need. So
let's pretend this, okay? So we're going to be covering the draft in Nashville.
Yes.
Let's pretend you're at the draft and you decide to solely play football, right? You're a projected first-round pick, but the one knock I hear on you, which I think is actually a positive in a lot of ways, is you're too small to play quarterback.
Yeah.
Drew Brees is going to be here, and obviously he dealt with that as well. What do you say to the experts that bring that up as a negative?
Like I've said it multiple times. I mean, there's been guys that have been 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" that can't play the position. To me, it's all feel. You know, if you can play it, you can play it. Not many are capable of playing the quarterback position at a high level. Obviously, you know, you got to have the pieces around you, got to have the coaches around you. System matters. There's a lot of things that tie into the football route. So I'm aware of that, but at the same time, you know, I'm not going to grow. You know, nothing's changing.
Is there a quarterback you compare yourself to?
I mean, as far as height, me and Russell, obviously, but I think we're two different players.
Mm-hmm. I will say this. You're better than about 20, 25 quarterbacks right now in the National Football League. So let's just get that out of the way. I mean, please, at least 20 to 25 starting quarterbacks. But I have been on the record stating that you could potentially, because when football aficionados, I'm not talking about myself, obviously, I'm talking about cats who played the game and who are paid to dissect and analyze the game. They accuse you of potentially being somebody who would be blind in the pocket. Like you literally can't see over opposing defensive linemen coming in your direction. Obviously, you can sit there and run past anybody. But what do you say to people who would say that about you?
I mean, nobody can see over a line. No, I mean, Drew Brees isn't 6'5", he's not 6'9". So I mean, what do you think?
I think that in today's NFL,
you see over a guy that's 6'5"?
No, I can't see over that. No, that's question.
Okay.
Without question.
Yeah, you got to find angles. I've had to find angles to throw from my whole life. I mean, that's part of. You see Patrick Mahomes. I mean, everybody's loving him now because he's throwing from here.
To be direct, what kind of a quarterback do you view yourself looking at the NFL? Because I know you watch it, knowing football the way you do, because obviously you know a hell of a lot about it. How do you view yourself on the next level? I'm not talking about Russell Wilson. Talk about you. Tell me what you see yourself doing on the next level.
Obviously, I mean, I hope to be successful, you know, but like I said earlier, I think, you know, the scheme, the coaches, the pieces around you have a lot to do with, you know, how successful you are. So I can't sit here and tell you I'm going to be this, I'm going to be that, but, you know, I think in the right situation.
He's been practicing with the best. Your boy AB.
There we go. That doesn't hurt. Question. The only reason I asked that question is, let's say, for example, somebody like Cam Newton. Cam Newton's been in the NFL, obviously, for 8 years or so. Cam Newton was on the record saying to the Carolina Panthers, I want to do this. Don't take the cape off Superman, per se. This is what I do. Let me do that. Yeah. If you had the option of being able to tell a team, this is what you want to do, what would you tell them you want to do?
Well, I think, you know, just allowing myself to be me and, you know, let me play my game. I think any organization that would be willing to take a chance on a 5'10" quarterback anyways has a lot of, you know, wants me a lot, or, you know, really feels great about me. So I think, you know, that answers your question.
Okay.
One thing I want to switch gears on is Lincoln Riley, your former coach, is one of the hottest names right now and could potentially become an NFL coach. What makes him so special that everybody has their eye on him?
Obviously, he's a great, you know, he has a great football mind, but for me personally, he's just a great guy. You know, I've always said, you know, people ask me about him, I say he's a one-on-one just because he keeps it real with you. And that's really all you can ask for as a player. He's going to shoot you straight. You know, if he trusts you, you're going to play, you know, but quarterback, you know, he's the attention to detail is ridiculous, which is something I think you have to be, you know, great, obviously. And for me, you know, he helped me out tremendously. You know, if I wasn't comfortable with it, he was going to take it out of the game plan. If I was, you know, we were going to go with it, and he was going to coach it hard and make sure everybody was on the same page. So he like I said, he's a one-on-one.
All right, before we let you go, what are you doing here with Gatorade?
Yeah, no doubt. I've been, you know, fortunate enough to, you know, be a part of the Gatorade family for a couple of years now. You know, being blessed enough to win, you know, the Gatorade High School Athlete Player of the Year award a couple of years back. But you know, they're just, I admire the way, you know, they're committed to, you know, helping me out, being my best, you know, along with all the other athletes across the world, and not to mention I love Gatorade.
So do I. And by the way, he's not 5'8". Yeah. I stood next to him for the first time.
Confirmed.
He's taller than 5'8".
That's confirmed.
My bad.
Tyler, thank you so much for being here. You want to break any news real quick, or you're good? You're good. All right. We appreciate you. Best of luck. Thank you. We are 2 days away from the big game. Patriots are back in the Super Bowl, taking on the Rams. We're making our picks after the break. Max going to smarten up? Don't go anywhere.